Herkese selamlar arkadaşlar. Videoya kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. 13. bölümüyle. En son bir tane çocukla konuşmuştuk. Ve şimdi kaldığımız yerden devam edeceğiz. Ama ondan önce çok ufak bir duyurum var. Şu an twitch.tv/trkingshot adresinde canlı yayındayım. Gelmek isterseniz her zaman beklerim. Burada sağ üstte de yazdığı gibi. Bir ufak şeyim daha var. Önceki videolardan birine dediğim gibi videolar azıcık artık daha yavaş yavaş gelmeye başladı ve böyle gelecek haftada 2 şeklinde düşünüyorum ve birer saat. Çünkü Witcher'ı oynuyorum, GTA San Andreas oynuyorum, GTA San Andreas bitecek, Horizon'a başlayacağım, Horizon Zero Dawn'a başlayacağım, Horizon Zero Dawn'ı hiç bitirmedim. Sadece bir kısmına kadar ilerledim ve bilgisayarda Türkçe altyazılı oynayacağım. Şubat'ta da Horizon'ın ikincisi Forbidden West olarak ikincisi çıkacak. Ona da geldiğinde zaten devam edeceğiz şimdi. Geçelim Geralt'a. Hoppa. Şimdi. Hadi ya, ben şu kılıcı tamir ettiremedim. Lan niye düştün lan? Kılıç tamir şeyim var mı? Bir kılıç yağı var. Onu kullanmak için kılıcını uygula. Ha, hayvan yağı. Çatışma sırasında ilave. Ha. Uygula bakayım. Ha, gümüş kılıçta artık şey yok. Derman yok gerçi. Kılıcın artık bu yağ karşı zayıf olan düşmana daha fazla hasar verecek. Ha, okey. Şimdi kılıç tamir kiti. Heh, amatör silah onarım kiti. Onardık mı lan? İyi, en azından %15 oldu. Sıfırdan iyidir. Şimdi şu çocuk için gidip o adamla konuşmak lazım. Heh, bu gerizekalıyla.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
Evin neden hayaletli olduğunu biliyorum. Ah,
A
hep
bit of
hala
both.
hayaletli ve
A demon had
kaldırılmaz
captured
gözüküyor.
Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody
Çocuğa
should
yardım
inhabit the
ettim ben.
place.
So many crowns I paid. Oh well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse.
Yapacak bir şey yok abi. O içerideki çocuğa yardım ettim ben.
Truth is, we're all...
Ben içerideki çocuğa yardım ettim. Hiç kusura bakma. Zaten boktan bir ev. Dışını bile daha düzeltmemişsin, o yüzden çocuk kalsın orada.
Go on. I ain't afraid.
Fucking hey, Oz.
Sensin lan o. Püh sana. Şerefsiz. Ne yapıyorsunuz lan burada? Dur bakayım. Selamun aleyküm. Demirci Bey. Bana bir şeyler
Need
üretebilir
something
misin?
sharpened, reforged.
Üreteceğim.
Like you to craft something for me. Think you can?
Yeterli param yok. Malzeme eksik. Ah, demir külçesi. Yap bakayım. 16 para aldı. İplik, ipek. Bu ne ya? Bu ne ya? Bu ne ya? Bu ne ya? Ha, param yok. Göktaşı ne la bu? Ivır zıvır. Onar. Ha, onarabiliyor muyum? Dur bakayım. Gümüş kılıcım benim onar ya. 85. Kuşanılmışları onar. Ha, 154 para bulsam şimdi gelip onarabiliyor muyum? Oo, süper lan. Oo, süper lan. Tamam, dur. Hemen geliyorum.
So long.
Dur lan, sana bir şey satacağım
Need
demince.
something?
Birkaç bir şey satacağım.
What do you have on offer?
Birkaç bir şey satayım da. Bana şey yap. Esingen çelik kılıcı. Bunu sat. Vallahi. Ne kadar? Sat abi. Para olsun azıcık ya. Terfi şu an istemiyorum. Ben bunları sonra kullanırım. Önemli değil o kadar. Cadı kılıç. Cadı avcısı kılıcı geç. Esingen çelik şey kalsın. Aga, sen şimdi benim şeyleri onarsana. Sırtımdakileri. Heh. Helal lan. Tamam. Hadi güle güle.
So long.
Oo, süper. Onardı mı hepsini? Onardı vallahi. Güzel, tamam. O ürünleri sattık. Saçma sapan anlamıyorum zaten ne olduğunu. O yüzden iyi oldu. Neymiş lan? Rezenya ordusu şimdi sana ihtiyacı var. Sen de asker kaydolu kızın karavanından biri ol. Tamam. Hemen kaydoluyorum. Bir efsunger olarak bana ihtiyaçları olabilir. Şu aptal şeyleri yokmuş biliyor mu?
Black ones, Danians.
Burghers and burgesses of the free city of Novigrad.
Lan, kavga mı ediyorsunuz?
I have the honor to I believe I see a challenger who seeks to subdue pile driver.
Ha, yarışmacı.
So buckwheat millet, they say. It'll pay off, they say.
Bir tane kadın arıyor mu?
Novigrad proper.
Aşağıda mı yukarıda mı? Ha, yukarıda.
Fuck off.
Sensin fuck off. Şerefsiz. O şişeyi koyup üstüne oturacağım. O yüzden yağmalıyorum buraları. Yan odada ne var lan? Merak ettim. Konuşalım şu teyzeyle bakalım.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this
Yalnız
before,
hepsi niye böyle?
let alone participated.
I will guide you. We must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Peki.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Siri.
Kaan Mor'du
Woman's
işte.
name is Siri. Siri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt.
Aynen
I
öyle.
remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose. She lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Yes, I think so.
In that case, I'm listening.
Tanıştığımız zamanı hatırlıyorum.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you
Aa,
be willing to share another memory?
evet istiyorum.
Yes.
Ben de bilmiyorum. Hepsini
No need to rush.
dinleyeceğim.
We have time.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygge Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
İstiyorum.
I have more to say.
Then please do.
It was in Rivia. The second war with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. It was the last time I saw her.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
Aa. Kadim kanın
She's a
çocuğu.
child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Volker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
Evet.
Yeah, there's something else. I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her, but it was just an old shed. I know it took her a while to gain control, and frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
Aa.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
İstiyorum. Hem sen dinle hem ben. Evet.
Yeah, there's something else.
There's one more.
They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see.
Ha.
Do you wish to say more?
No.
Ya bir şey kalmadı ki.
Naturally, I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand
Yalnız tek bir
and talk
şekilde
with Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Valla Dandelion kim bilmiyorum, o yüzden yine
Yennefer
bir
wasn't in
hayatımız.
Novigrad. Triss was. But Ciri never found her. Maybe Dandelion? They liked each other a lot.
Yalnız atlamam için başka bir şey lazım bana. Katenteron. Ya da Canderon, neyse. Aa, uyuduk. Kuşla mı konuşuyorlar ama? Onu oraya kim düşürdü la? Kuş mu düşürmüş?
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
Biberiye ve kekik mi?
The rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Aa, harbi mi?
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Bulacağım da. Yanlış yerlere gitmeyelim.
Not for avoiding. Oh, you make a fine sailor. Fuck.
Hemen Biberiye ve kekike gitmem gerekiyor. Ne oldu lan? Bir şey değil mi? Hiçbir şey olmadı. Ben söyleyeyim, hiçbir şey olmadı. Mal gibi bağırıyor sadece.
How are you, honey?
Don't drink all I had. What is it?
Nerede la
boy?
bu?
Looking for adventure?
4 kanlı. Aa, burası. Biberiye ve kekik. Haşa tanrıma otobüsünün çığlığını duydu. Halkın uzunluklu Soner King robotu kuzeyi kurtaracak. Peki. Başpiskopos kapısı. Yeni işaret. İçeri girelim. Ha, kapıyı kilitli mi? Nasıl gireceğiz lan içeri? Ay.
I never come
Bölüm.
back, you stinking scadges.
Tamam. Önden gidiş varmış. Yani aha!
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and
Bir
shove them up your
dahakinden
ass till
koparıp
you've
bacaktan
toes for
sokarım.
teeth.
Mesela ayak parmaklarınızı bir şey dedi. Övdü mü sövdü mü? Öyle değil.
Get out in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't gone more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
Tabii ki de.
With pleasure.
Enjoy.
We can't kill him!
Good.
Reminds me of a piece of yore.
Yeah, almost like we never left the building.
And we...
Told you this place.
I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
CV'yi bulamadım lan.
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. I'm expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale, and what do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
İyi o zaman.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one... Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot. I plunged into purest ecstasy and
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letenove, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Şimdi bir danteliyonumuz
he's got
eksikti.
that damn fool name.
From the finest vineyards, every last
Onu
one.
yaptık.
No one
Letters.
knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
Düğünü mü var?
Nose is too small.
Aye, and the sword's too big. By the by, is that how it's done? Killing a wyvern?
Technique's not quite right, but you gotta admit he's doing it with gusto. Annual balladry contest. Silver laurel awarded to Master Dandelion.
Prince Hereward himself did the honours, and the feast afterwards, to celebrate the laureates. Dandelion taught...
Aa, bulduk olayı.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, no, no, no. That's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
İşinci devam.
Huh. Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them.
Muhasebecilik.
He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late. The dog.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... Ah, fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Tamam. Sandığın ajandasını oku. Ama yok. Kırmızı tonundan utanan bir yüzü kaptırır bilmem ne. Vesputa, Marvelle. Bu ne oğlum? Tam okuduk. Önce Vesputa. Ha, tamam. Hepsiyle sırayla konuşacağız. Okey. Başpiskopos kapısı. Dandelion'un haremi.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay...
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Evet.
That's enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Kır kafa.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
Geralt.
Mine. Offered her a better rate.
All right. So, let's see if you're a good bargain or just cheap shit.
The witch will burn you!
Gördün mü lan?
The witch will burn you!
Gördün mü?
Covered
Ucuz
in
muyum?
blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
Emek?
No need to thank me. It was nothing.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had, I just lost.
Nasıl yani?
Relax. It'll come out in the wash.
Of course it will. Just gotta soak it in white vinegar, but that's not my point. Junior shan't forgive me. Either I'll close up shop myself or he'll burn me down.
Sorry. Didn't think about that.
Neyini
Woman's
nasıl
let.
düşünebilirim onu?
Men have their fun and we're stuck with a mess. Oh well, I suppose I must move to Oxenfurt. Professors need clean undergarments too.
Benle gel.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait. Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here. Know where he is?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
Oh.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Covere. Ha! Horvere, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Okey, ilkini hallettik. Abi ben nereden bileyim ki kadına şey olacağını? Bilemezdim ki. Adamları öldürdüm diye yani yapacak bir şey yok. Hoş bulduk canım.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elihal.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks?
Yok, herhangi
You
bir şeyim
Elihal?
yok.
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elihal was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Okey. Bekleyelim bakalım.
Any better?
Oha.
So you're...
Elihal.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Gerisini bilmek istemiyorum
Don't
aga.
think I want to know what happened next.
Oh, stop. He wasn't so drunk as not to figure it out.
Ha, iyi
Besides, men
bari.
don't interest me. I told him that from the start. Luckily, Dandelion's an
iyi
open-minded
bari.
fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button rear-fixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
Aa. Sen niye
I
böyle
know this
giyiniyorsun?
is none of my business, but why do you...
Why do I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up.
Suretçi?
I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you
Ha.
never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a
Bence
witcher
de
all
çok
the
sıkıcı.
time.
I managed to stay interested.
Ben
What
de
did you and
onunla
Dandelion
konuştum en
talk
son.
about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square.
Kazıklayan yanan onlar
As he
mıydı?
perished, ooh, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Çok
Thanks for your
saçma.
help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Burada bulurum seni, önemli değil.
Greetings. Come to look over my spring collection, perhaps?
Evet.
Glad to take a glance at what you got.
Of course, please do. If anything chafes or pinches, I can alter it on the spot at no charge. Once I'm done, it'll feel like you're wearing nothing at all.
Allah Allah. Bunlar neymiş? Maskeli balo için şık bir maske. Kurt maskesi. Bunu alabilirim. Alsın öyle. Şunlardan birini sana satabilir miyim? Neyse kalsın şimdilik, aman uğraşamayacağım. Yarı şehri. Ne bulursam satıyorum ama. Herhangi rastgele birine de olsa satıyorum. Neyse çık.
So long.
Hadi görüşürüz gerizekalı. Bana
You're
verdiler.
frightened me, kiddies.
Bana verdiler. Ay adamı şey sandım lan. 3 harfli. İyi ki değil de.
I'm warning you.
Allah'tan değil yani. İyi oldu, iyi. Ama öyle mal gibi giyinmesin. Daha iyi.
Come on.
Armed ruffians in town.
Nerede bu Marabella? İnsanlar. İnsanlar. Novigrad ne kadar büyükmüş.
What is it, Grey Boy? Looking for adventure?
Avenger mı?
Not so fast, Roach.
Sıçan avcısı mı? Geldim işte. Sıçan avcısı olarak. Gene mi çocuklar? Bu çocuklar da ne çektik bu seride?
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Pekala bekleyeyim.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns
Yani
out
sonuç
he'll not
olarak
come after all. Why not a rat met him?
şeylerin hani
A fighter! A fighter! A fighter!
ya bunu sinematikle geçeceksiniz zannetmiştim. Bana beyden çocuk okuma getirin, burada okuma yazmayı Haşa tanrı, yani bir sürü tanrı, yani tanrılara haşa saygı duymayacaklar, vicdanlı isteler. Bizi başı açız, biz yabancı metninizdir.
Why are your eyes so strange?
La la la la.
Stop it! Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a witcher by the toe.
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems?
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
Onun sonrasını hiç gördün mü?
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Okay. Sonra
Thanks for your help.
görüşürüz. Tamam.
Farewell.
Enjoy yourself.
Can I become a witcherette? Please, please, please.
Sinuous.
Çocuk o kadar lütfen dedi ki.
Golly, a witcher.
Abıça.
Fucking hey, Oz.
Sürekli şey yapıyor gerizekalı. Fakir kasabada kadın. Bunlar kim lan?
What is it, grey boy? Looking for adventure? Shut off, arse munch.
Şerefsizin yaveri mi? O ne demek lan?
Oi,
Oha.
bugger!
Şerefsizin yaveri. Peki.
I've had enough of living.
Git öldür o zaman kendini gerizekalı.
Best deal around. One for the price of two. Or,
I'm shut off, Skyler.
2 dakika olmuş.
Hey, not like that.
Ah. Ne kadar izleyin zaten bu arada beğenilir.
What difference will it make?
I need a belt set with silver studs.
Just this small before the next Britain came back from the market with news. Some mysterious...
Geldik.
This baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry.
Ben bir
I'm
efsane
here to see your
yerim
chambermaid,
gerizekalı.
Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Greetings, Witcher. Must admit it's curious to see you here. I don't quite believe in coincidences.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of monsters. And my
Oğlunun?
You're right, General. My visit's no accident. I'm looking for someone.
There's no one here who wishes to see you. Captain, this man is not to enter. Forgive me, Morvran, but I've lost my appetite for the races.
Kill a woman's son and appear at her doorstep. My. I thought witches had better survival skills than that.
Oğlum oğlunu ben mi öldürdüm gerizekalı?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
I fear your information's out of date. Molly no longer works here.
Nerede peki?
Seem to know who Molly is. You also know she doesn't work here anymore. Know where I can find her, maybe?
This time of day? Probably sipping punch and considering which horse to bet on.
Not in the mood for jokes.
I jest you not. After Arian's demise, Luis's nephew came to pay his respects. got one glance of Molly and, well, they wed soon after. They now await his inheritance. With the Baroness's son dead, the estate will go to the nephew and Lady Lata, known until recently simply as Molly.
Gotta wonder if Molly fell for the nephew or his inheritance.
We cannot know that just yet, but I'd wager she has strong feelings for both.
All right, so where'll I find the newly minted Lady Lata?
Our dear little Molly has a new passion, horse racing. To my knowledge, she should be at Countess Vegelbud's villa right now. That's exactly where I'm going. Since you stripped me of Louise's company, perhaps you'd agree to come along.
Ya ben kendi yolumu bulayım.
Think I can find my own way to the Vegelbud home.
Very well. Perhaps I can convince you to join me later at the races. I shall keep an eye out for you.
Şimdi seni takip et, hiç etmek istemiyorum seni takip etmek. O yüzden kendim olsam daha iyi.
Ah!
Oh! Calm down. Bloody hell! Oh! Hey, you. Shit. Seen any prime fillies? Walking about all door-faced, scaring decent folk?
Ne oldu lan?
What happened, kid?
They...
Kim onlar?
Hey, wait.
The grey git.
Grab him. I'll flay you like a dog.
It's me sword.
Oh!
Yani ne diyebilirim ki? Çocuğa inandık yani, ne yapalım? Gri kafalı aptal ha. Okey.
I bloody well told him not to stick his arse where he don't belong.
He's scary. Hear us out.
I trusted a woman once, long ago.
İyi canım gitti lan o kadar. Yeter dağda yemeyeyim. Bir meditasyonumuz var ya. Burada hiç gece gezmedim burayı. Birazcık da gece gezelim bakalım. Çünkü hep meditasyon yapıp gündüzleri şey yapıyorum. Biraz da gece gezelim. Ya yemezler.
What's the rush?
Abi bir dakika, dışarıda mı bu? Ben Novi'de sanıyordum. Öbürü nerede peki? O kadar uzak değilmiş de. Ha bak öbürü içeride işte. Önce ona gideydik ya. Neyse tamam. Oyunun götürdüğü yere gidiyorum sırayla.
Gidiyor.
En azından yeni yerler keşfedeceğiz. Lan git. Allah Allah. İlla şey yapmam gerekiyor. Yönetmem gerekiyor sanki.
Whoa! Whoa there, Roach.
Burada dur Roach.
Another one. Run along home with the rest.
Sir, show some mercy. We've not got nowhere to go. For us, it's Novigrad or death.
Had enough of you lots. Sod off, or I'll have you skewered.
They seem desperate. Let them through. Can't see any harm in it.
Fucking hell. How many times have I got to repeat this? I've orders to turn back anyone who don't show a pass.
Let these people pass.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. We got nowhere to go back to. Novigrad. That's a chance of a new life.
Stay off the roads. Liable to run into another patrol.
Shan't be taken like that again. We'll be as careful as hares in a field bared by winter. But you was cast in a different mould than us. More like the hero that lies in the tomb neath Crookback Hills. Tomb's in a cave in a hillside. Down warrens at the foot of the hill. Folk say treasure inside's a sight to behold. Huge hoard. Might find something that suits you. Good luck.
Sağ ol dostum. Bak yardım ettik. Adam hazinenin yerini söyledi. Olursun bu. Bak yeni yerler de açtık. Bu ne her şeye bir yer yapmış ama ışıklar ben gidince yanıyor meşaleler. Çok saçma. At başlattı abi. Selamünaleyküm.
I see you managed to find the place.
Not that hard. It's not exactly a small concealed hovel.
I must say, of all the creatures in this region, I find steeds most intriguing. Horses interest you at all, Witcher?
All the same to me. Call each one I ride Roach.
Strange.
Ah.
The grey is Cantarella, sired by Kahir, the champion from Vol.
Yeah. Grey's a good color. Even looks good on horses.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Seem to know your horses.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautiful tanned leather.
Hadi yarışalım.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Ha! Splendid! In that case, you must choose a mount.
Senin seçtiğin hangisiydi lan?
Think I'll take the gray mare.
In that case, I shall try my luck on the Zerrikanian Bay. The horses are saddled. Let's begin.
Tamam. Hadi.
Riders ready.
Hazırım, hazır.
Giddy up. Faster.
Ne olur kasma lan. Kazanmam lazım. En iyi eğri alacağım. Kaç tur?
Come on, Witcher.
Hey,
Let's see what you're made of. Don't spare the horse.
Move it.
I adore the speed, the rush of air. Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
Ben kazandım. Önünden girdim vallahi.
The roach I chose put in a nice run.
Exceptional. I've not lost the race in a while. I
Güzel.
congratulate you. That is yours. Ah, look! Lady Latar has just arrived.
Who?
The woman formerly known as Molly. There she stands.
Right. Thanks.
I shall be here for a time. Find me if you'd like to ride back to the city together.
Tabii ki. Son anda kazandım lan bu arada. Hadi oyunu kaydedelim. Evet arkadaşlar, bu bölümde burada sonuna gelelim. İzlediğiniz için teşekkürler. Bir sonraki bölümde kaldığımız yerden devam edeceğiz. Beğendiyseniz lütfen beğenmeyi unutmayın. Hoşçakalın.